got my foot up.
Me and Jody side by side, so we'll just do that. Okay.
There we go.
All right. You ready?
Let's go.
Okay. What's going on, wrestling true believers? It's a great day in Zamunda. My name is Chris from the #Chris for Life Wrestling Podcast, doing this another episode of episode 66, Wrestling Debates and Catering, with the lovely Jody. I just know I just met her and already that's my sis. Like she been in a cookout. She been coming like every time we do the cookout, she's there. She's very knowledgeable with her wrestling knowledge, and I want to give her flowers, you know what I'm saying, give her an opportunity to shine on the podcast. Well, she's been shining anyway, but you know what I'm saying, we're going to give her a chance.
Clock it.
Yeah, T.
Clock it.
So remember to follow us on all social media platforms, including here on TikTok. And then also to everybody, if you want to gift, if you can give me, I don't mind gifts. I love gifts. But gift the panelists, gift my co-host this evening. And yeah, we're going to have a fun show. So without further ado, let's get this shit out the way. Unreal. WWE Unreal. You talked about this 2 days ago. We said that we're going to do our homework. We're going to talk about the shit. I was kind of halfway done, but then I got tired of it because I already knew what the other shit was going to be about. So we'll let the ladies go first. How did you feel about Unreal?
All right. I'm going to tell you this. I was over it by episode 1. In the middle of it, I was like, I'm struggling to watch this. It was a struggle.
Girl, so when did it start?
Listen, episode pissed me off. I was just like, all right, I gotta do my homework. So I'm trying to. I was being dedicated. So I'm just like, let me just continue watching it. And I got up early to watch it because I think the last panel it's supposed to be like around 3 a.m. I was like, I ain't doing no 3 a.m. I'll do 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. Eastern time, I was watching it. And I don't know how much times I rolled my eyes. I was just like, it was way too produced. So I did some research. I did some research about, who produced it. And I seen it was like NFL, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
So that already kind of set the tone for me and how this was gonna go, because I felt like it was very. I wrote this down. Let me get my notes on this because I had to get my pen pal, my iPad.
Girl, listen, all day, honey.
Okay, you
all
did
day
it old
in between
school.
calls,
Yes.
right?
You did it old school. I had to do the typing. I was like,
straight up.
This was too much for me. First of all, I think the episodes were way too long. I don't know if my attention span is just getting shorter and shorter, but I think it was way too long. And it seemed almost like a Triple H
documentary.
I'm like, didn't we have enough of these like back in the day? I'm like, I think we had enough produced Triple H documentaries.
Did we have a motherfucking Hall of Fame that was dedicated to Triple H?
Yeah, so I was kind of like, is this another one? I will talk about some of the stuff I slightly enjoyed.
Okay.
I did slightly enjoy like the development of the gorilla position. I like that. I did like that. First of all, seeing Abyss without the mask was very strange to me. I was just like, Harpo, who that man? I was like, who that?
So stupid.
I never seen him without his mask. So I finally got to see him. But it was the very, like, I'm just trying to make you happy to Bruce Pritchard. I'm like, well, get on your knees, like, damn.
Period. Get on your knees and just start puckering up without the tongue. Right.
Right. I was just like, it was just too much for me. So did not like it. I just felt it was way too produced. It was given much NFL vibes. And then like they built it up like it was almost the first episode like it was a WrestleMania, but it was just a Raw for Netflix. So didn't care for it. Then the discussion as far as what we could have had for WrestleMania and then what
Mm-hmm.
we got. We could have had for WrestleMania and then what
Mm-hmm.
we got. So
Mm-hmm.
that already pissed me off already. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I saw some of the matches and I'm like, okay, I could see that. But one I was kind of iffy about was I think it was like a Drew McIntyre versus someone and then Stone Cold as the referee. How are they going to build that
Mm-hmm.
up as a storyline? That was
Mm-hmm.
weird. And then
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch and Charlotte, when these two bitches don't like each other. So why are we putting them in a tag team? So
Period.
scrap that. Um, yeah, I did like the episode three, with the women. I do like Chelsea Green, so I liked her position in that. Everything
Mm-hmm.
else, it was more like I'm watching it, but then I'm like, it was a turn off for me.
Period.
If I had to rate it, I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10. Didn't care for it.
Wow.
I did not care
Shit.
for it. I did not care
So,
for it. Yeah.
wow. Anything else?
No, I'll probably just jump off anything that you have, but really, when I was typing my notes, I was like, don't care for it, don't care for it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Sorry.
no, it's all good. Okay, so me, I was more methodical with my
Mm,
shit. So I said literally the prelude before the storm. So when I
mm,
watched episode one, I'm like, okay, they're buttering us up. They make it seem like that this is like a family orientated company. Like we don't have any problems, but we're gonna hide our bullshit, but we're not going to tell you. And when you
mm.
said really produced, they want
Yeah.
to make sure that they are not the bad guys, that they don't do anything, blah, 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 blah. Now, just like you, Jody, I am gonna put out some good shit.
Hmm.
The heel episode, which was, I believe it was episode 4, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
with the
Yes.
whole holding a lot of things close to the chest. I love that. I think that they did it very well. It was well executed. I loved it. The problem is that Rock was dedicated, but then Rock for some reason left, and they
Hmm.
did not explain that enough. They said that they are a company that's based on storytelling, right? But you had one of the architects for John Cena heel turn literally did not participate only once.
Mm.
So it's like, what are you talking about? Everybody having these conversations. John Cena talking to Triple H. Triple H talking to Travis Scott. Travis Scott talking to Cody Rhodes. Everybody talking. Everybody's excited. Blah 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 blah. I loved it. I did. I loved the
Right.
conversation. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is with this whole documentary is that it's a lot of contradictory like
Yes.
type of energy that I was getting. It's like you not really telling me the truth because you saying this on here, but then you showing me this on national television.
Hmm.
So I'm sitting up here and I'm trying to get into it, and then also it's like I'm forced to watch this shit. It's like it's not. It's like they're not being truthful with me, and
Yeah.
that's how it felt throughout the whole entire documentary. It's like you're hiding something, but I just don't know what you're hiding. And then if you're giving me that vibes, that's not gonna want me to come back. Like matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you this. It definitely did not feel like Dark Side of the Ring. Dark Side of the Ring put
Ooh.
everything on the fucking table.
That's I love Dark Side of the Ring puts the nasty out there.
Yes.
It puts things out there that you kind of like, damn, I don't think I wanted to know that, but I do know it now.
Right.
I think what they did with this, they told the wrestlers, hey, you got to put like a front on. It didn't seem genuine.
It didn't.
It didn't seem like, listen, I don't like doing this right now. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
putting this out there, but hey, let me just smile and do it for the
Yeah, and
cameras.
it
It
made Chelsea Green look like a yes woman. She said
Yes.
when she said this, she said that I don't care what they do. I don't care if it's really really bad. She said I'm gonna say yes, 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 yes. And I'm
Hmm.
like, I'm not liking this shit. Now she
All
was
right.
talking about her United States Championship. You know what I'm saying? Like the build up to the United States Championship. I think that was the most intriguing her story to the United States Championship. I think that was pretty dope. But let me see. I'm gonna basically just kind of give you guys some of my notes. Mm-hmm. The credit team is not diverse whatsoever. There was only one black dude. Bitch.
And he barely looked black. I had to pause it to zoom in. Like,
sure,
is he black?
Yeah,
and he was in the back.
I think you're talking about Ryan Ward. He is the vice president of creative writing at WWE. So my question is this. So I was trying to look him up on Google, and for some reason, Jody, I couldn't find him.
I can't find nothing.
That is a red flag.
Can't find nothing.
That's a straight red flag. Because anybody that works for a major giant like WWE, you say at least supposed to have like the Wikipedia on you, some type of background. I didn't get none of that shit at all.
LinkedIn profile,
bitch, no. No, not at all.
I want to see what you did before, because you could have came from retail and then come in here like, right. So what do you know about wrestling? Like,
right.
Do you know anything?
Because on this LinkedIn, it said that he have like 10 years of wrestling experience and blah, blah, blah. I mean, Lincoln is cool, but then like Wikipedia give you the steak and the potatoes about you. Yes. And I didn't see that because I wanted to research who this Ryan Ward was, and I didn't get that. So like when you said that there was like one black dude, I can't even confirm that because he's not on Wikipedia at all.
Yeah.
So I can't put him in that category because I can't find him.
We can't confirm or deny it.
Can't at all. So we're gonna move on.
Moving on.
So. The way they portrayed the WWE superstars, it's like the wrestlers went from full-time actors. It just didn't seem like they were the wrestlers. It's like they were the actors that were pretending to be like, doing a true story or whatever. Like I didn't get that feel like, okay, this is telling the actual, the wrestler's story. It's like they're pretending to be somebody. Paul Heyman didn't know that he was involved in creative.
Yeah, that I knew before I seen this. I knew that he was part of creative, and I know he was part of creative with specific wrestlers. Mm-hmm. But yes, he is part of creative. I think when you brought up Dark Side of the Ring, I think sometimes we got spoiled with that.
We did,
and I've watched it from season 1, and watching it and then trying to do this comparison, it's way.
You don't think it's fair?
It's not fair, but it's realistic because what we're expecting and what we're getting, two different things. Like we can watch Dark Side of the Ring. And someone from their family said, yo, I didn't like what he did. I didn't like this person. I didn't like that person. Mm-hmm. We're not getting it from here. Like, even me, I was kind of sort of disappointed in CM Punk a little bit because this was not the CM Punk that I was expecting. Like, it was more like, oh my God, I'm so happy with Triple H. Like, it was just
it was too much. It was too fake.
Yeah, it was too much bootlegging.
Just wasn't, it was a lot of ass kissing at its finest. Raquel Rodriguez, I didn't know that she was a Christian, but she's a racist.
The prayer did not do it for me. I was not.
No, it didn't do it for me either.
She was like, "Oh, let's not be botched, like, girl."
Yes, and I'm just like, you can't be sitting up here praying when you up there do not like black people saying, or should I say, we hate the hard ERs. So I said, bitch, exit left.
Yeah, stage left.
Stage left. The one thing that I'm definitely going to point out, I slow speed. Oh,
okay. Yes. Mm-hmm.
That man was highly disrespected on so many levels. They made that man look like a fucking clown. That man had a gash, like right on the bottom of his like ankle, like damn near his ankle, right? Mm-hmm. Triple H looked at him. Mm-hmm. And moved on. Mm-hmm. I didn't see. I'm like, we're gonna move on. Yep. Just
can't do it. It was just a little the production. I felt I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. I won't finish watching it.
no, no, I'm not.
It
No.
got a good enough about me. So
Yeah, cause like when I got to the fifth one, which was the last one,
hmm
that was WrestleMania, and I just said no. I think I'm done with four. Four just really kind of did it for me.
yeah.
Um, Rhea Ripley origin story was definitely
hmm
giving me China vibes. Yeah,
And the way that that Triple H kind of embraces her, as I said before, it's very
yeah,
much I regret what I did to China, so let me build this woman up.
yeah.
It's very much so because
To
I
have
don't
another
see.
woman living vicariously with a woman that's
Yes,
dead, I
yes.
just I'm not feeling that.
It's very creepy. It's very like I don't know. I don't like it. It's to me, I just felt like okay, we're all grown. We know how kayfabe is dead, yes,
Right,
but I feel like there's still stuff I don't want to see.
right.
I don't want to see anything creative because clearly y'all don't do anything right. So the fact to even see y'all, it just pissed me off even more. So I'm like, oh, so this is y'all. So this is what we got to deal with. Oh, okay, cool. So now y'all are your images are burns in my mind. So every time I see bullshit, I'm gonna be like, oh, it was that guy. It was that
Right.
guy.
So,
It
like,
was that
if
guy.
the ref is checking up on the wrestlers, is he dead? Is he alive? Is he this? Is he that? See, audience and Jody, I want y'all to understand this. This is the reason why I don't want to see nothing that's going on in Gorilla. I don't want to see what's going on with the wrestlers. That's first of all, why are we showing after Kevin Owens literally got unalived in that ladder match at the Royal Rumble? Why are we seeing that Kevin Owens is going up to Cody Rhodes talking about, hey, I'm okay, I'm fine. We don't need to see that shit.
Or like, oh, did I do it right? Like,
Yeah,
bro,
did what?
who are we
Because
talking
when
to?
when I turned my hips to the right, because I was about to land wrong, I turned it and I did it just for you, and I'm just like, this shit right here. This looks like
It's
a fucking
too.
Sunset Beach type of
It
fucking.
was it was very much Baywatch vibes. Like it was
Yes,
too
it
much
was.
Baywatch.
Yeah.
90210. It wasn't any. It was just trash. I'm sorry. That's why I gave it the low rating that it got. It was just trash.
Oh, baby, you don't want to hear mine, but you'll hear it in a second. No, so um,
Oh man.
let me see. Triple H was giving me the savior, the booker, we are a
hmm
family type of picture, and he was doing that throughout the whole entire documentary. And once again, I find that very weird. Also, WWE also planted this picture that this is Disneyland. It's stressful but rewarding. That was another thing that Triple H kept saying, like over and over and over again. He said, "If the crowd is with you, we're gonna push you."
Right.
He was lying about that.
That's how lies.
He also stated that there is a lot of wrestlers that's on the roster that's not going to be stars. We understand that. So what they did is that they stick with the major four. So you have
hmm
Rhea Ripley,
hmm
Charlotte Flair, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
And then Roman was mentioned. You know what I'm
Sprinkle in
saying?
the others like
Yeah,
Seth
sprinkling it
and
in.
yeah.
But there was mainly they mainly was focused on the four. It wasn't
Right.
any kind of diversity. The only two niggas that we seen was Bianca Belair and we seen Xavier Woods. That was the only two that we seen. Now remind you, everybody, this was an hour show.
hmm
This was a 1 hour show for all episodes. So you telling
all
me
5 episodes.
out of all of them, well, I didn't see episode 5, so maybe they did sprinkle some niggas in there. I mean, I don't know.
No, I doubt it.
But I
Highly
mean,
doubt
I'm
it.
not gonna find out because I'm like kind of over it.
hmm
It's just I really feel at the end of the day, I just think that this documentary was unneeded. It just
Right.
wasn't needed at all because number one, we already know this shit because of the fucking internet. The internet don't know when to shut the fuck up. You got
Oh,
people that work for WWE that continues to keep talking about what goes on backstage. So when I
right.
was seeing this shit, it literally just didn't surprise me. I'm just like, okay, I already knew that. Tell me something that I didn't know. They also did not touch up on with the Rocks as well. Don't know because I didn't watch. I did watch episode 5. But I know that they was not going to touch that part because it was a lot of toxicity that was going on between Rock and Triple H. So if
Hmm.
they did talk about it, I'll be very very surprised. But
No, they did. They, from what I see, they did not really speak on it, and I think that's
okay,
something that they're not going to speak about
correct,
because
yeah,
they still have to put this facade up for us, right? And I
right,
think what they're missing is that you have people that watched WWE when it was WWF from since
mm-hmm,
the 80s and 90s. You
mm-hmm,
can't pull a wool over our eyes anymore. So I think they were more pandering to the younger crowd. You can't
mm-hmm,
do it with us because we've seen it all. And I think with us, we prefer the kayfabe. I don't need this. I
right,
don't need it. I'd rather see something else that would be entertaining. I
mm-hmm.
don't want to see stuff backstage because y'all take pictures backstage. We all know y'all friends. The kayfabe is over. So what else can you give to us? This wasn't it. This Unreal was just
This
BS.
wasn't it. Yeah, it didn't.
it,
And someone also did say in the comment section that this was overhyped. Yes, overhyped. Yes,
absolutely,
this was completely overhyped because they were trying to make it seem
absolutely.
like they. I mean, they didn't even bitch. They didn't even pull the curtain. They just ran some water. They ran the faucet water. That's
You
it.
know, you know what they could have done if they really wanted to do something. Don't drop
Mm-hmm.
5 episodes. Do it every week. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
gave us 5 episodes, and it's like, now we don't care about it no more. You didn't give us anything to
yeah.
look forward to work
Right.
on.
And you know what? To be honest with you, I'm kind of glad that they did give us like all 5 episodes because like now it's just over and done with, and you know what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
need to see
'Cause
nothing else. That's it.
right, you know what I'm saying? So like, I was talking to OVW and I told him
Mhm.
I watched the like off it. He said you watched all of it. I said yeah, it was only like episode 1. He's like, so you telling me that you literally stayed up all night to watch that shit? I was like, so you telling me there's more episodes? I opened up, I opened up Netflix and I seen that there were 5 episodes. I said, "Whoa, goddamn!" I'm like, okay, I got to go back
And
and
they were
watch.
almost an hour, or some was an
They
hour.
were,
So
they were
that's
like
why
55
I,
minutes.
I was like, this is way too long. It's so bad. I put it on the point 1.5 speed. Hurry this up. Let's keep this moving because this is
Period.
way too slow for me. I ain't like it. I ain't like it. Y'all could
Yeah,
have kept this in the hidden files, or y'all could have
yeah.
put this on Peacock. I don't give a damn. There's
Period.
some
Like,
y'all have
yeah,
better documentaries on Peacock than this. Like,
yeah.
to
And
be
then,
honest.
and then also, I want to talk to you about this too.
Hmm.
So, Jay Uso was not ready for that Royal Rumble win. He wasn't. I'm not gonna lie. Out of everybody they talked about on that documentary or what have you, they exposed Jay Uso in a
Very
very
much so.
bad light,
Very much so.
and I was like, wow. I,
They didn't do it in a way where
yes,
it's like where it was conducive to him. It was more of like, this is what they wanted to do and this is what you're gonna follow. That's
right,
what it
and
is.
right, and then go back into the boardroom.
Hmm.
Girl, he wasn't even the first choice.
Punk was. Everybody
Punk
said
was,
Punk.
right.
So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, so everybody agreed on Punk, and then, oh, we want a new rising star. Let's put it on Jay.
Somebody that's already established already. But he just needed that bump. It wasn't
Hmm.
anybody like they didn't talk about Carmelo Hayes. Now remind you, Carmelo
Right.
Hayes, before the Royal Rumble, he was a number 1 draft pick. They didn't mention any niggas because number one, according to Mr. Michael Hayes, he hates niggas.
Oh, it's obvious. So the, the fact that this man is still
See where the
alive is
contradiction is coming from? You
it's
know?
alive is it's, we right when I'm stuttering. I'm like, I Why?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the shit just didn't make any sense to me. I'm just like, so you want a creative... Okay, so I don't understand how you going to sit up here and say that you are always looking for stars, right? Mm-hmm. How can we get behind Carmelo Hayes when you don't even put his ass on TV? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't push him. And then I wanted to say that, matter of fact, I waited until we did the show. So there was a hashtag saying that we want Carmelo Hayes. I commented and said, here we go again. I'm like, y'all want to do something that's hot. You want to do something that's trendy. But then yet you don't want to do the groundwork, right? You want to do something that is like right here, right now. But then it dies off. Just like... R-Truth. They wanted R-Truth to come back, and you see where that motherfucker's at now.
Or Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross.
It's the thing about it is the fans plenty of times has been said they're fickle. They want something now, and then when they probably would get it, that's when they disappear.
Correct.
Or it disappears. So sometimes you don't give the fans what they want and just keep it moving. And that can be to the expense of the wrestler. So now it's going to be to the expense of Melo, which he was the hottest thing on NXT. You said he's the number one draft pick, but what is he doing right now?
Correct.
What is he doing right now? Y'all just have him in catering at this point.
Right. Why are you doing hashtag we want Carmelo when you really don't want him? You just like, well, we're tired of people, complaining about Carmelo Hayes. Okay, cool. So why don't you go in your little chat rooms and your podcasts and shit and push this motherfucker? I have been literally saying this shit for the longest. I am consistent with my shit. And you know what people have told me, audience? What? People have told me that I need to shut the fuck up and I need to wait. Bitch, I've been waiting for almost a year.
We've been waiting too long. And there's some stars, yes, we can wait until the storyline, but with Melo, there's no waiting. You have a momentum with him and what was his name? Andrade. Or something like Andrade. Mm-hmm. Y'all did that 7-match thing. That was amazing. That was the best thing on SmackDown.
Correct.
For a minute. Then what happened? You put him with Miz. Miz don't need to do nothing no more. Like, Miz is set. So you putting him with Miz, don't do nothing with Miz, and what is he doing now? What is he doing now?
He got a fucking stupid ass chain around his damn neck. And then trying to make him look like the fucking junkyard dog with an ugly ass chain. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my mind, fuck this. Okay. Overall, I give it a 1.
It's a no for me.
Out of 10.
It's a no for me.
Out of 10.
Yeah.
And I'm being dead ass about that. Out of 10 stars, I give it a 1. I was not engaged. I just said that this was a waste of time. And to be honest with you, sis, the way this documentary felt, it felt like almost sympathy. It's like they were pushing the sympathy card heavily with this documentary because they if you really, really look at it, they're playing damage control, right? With everything that has been going on right now, they put out this documentary and then they give us this Care Bear experience. We're a family. Nothing's
very
going
much
on
PG.
with us. You know what I'm saying?
Very much
PG. And it was like very much close to the chest. Like, we're not going to tell people our secrets. I need you motherfuckers to put on the front so the company won't look any worse than what they already is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
they did the prep. They did the prep and let the wrestler / actors know this is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta say. We have a teleprompter right here. This is how you're gonna read it. And it's like, you can't do that with 15 cameras in the back. So how natural is this? Is this supposed to be natural? Is this supposed to be their real feelings?
Right.
No, this is a production. This is NFL just / WWE, and it wasn't giving what it's supposed to give. And
it felt like Superman when Lex was beating up Superman or whatever. He was talking about go to camera 2, go to camera 5, go to camera 10, go to camera 20. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah,
it was too much.
Make sure you tell him that he's running out of time. I'm like, excuse me. So this
That
is why
part.
some of these matches look so sloppy,
There you go.
because y'all are having this time, and
There you
then
go.
how these camera cuts are going, because it has to go through Gorilla first and then go to the
Mm-hmm.
production truck. That should listen. I have a degree in media arts, so I've done the production, I've done the directing. This was just poor piss nasty work. This was nasty. This
Wow.
was just like, let's put this out there for them so we
Mm-hmm.
can just say, hey, this is what we're giving you guys. This is what we've been doing. So
Right.
this is covering how bad WrestleMania is. Probably going to cover how bad SummerSlam is going to be. Covering how trash Elimination Chambers. So y'all basically are saying that y'all big four pay-per-views are going to be ass. Copy. Okay,
Especially
cool.
copy. Right.
Thank you. That's all I need to
10-4.
know.
Right.
That's all
Yep.
I need to know. This shit is going to be
Sick.
trash. So you're preparing us. Cool.
Thank
Cool.
you for the
Thank you.
documentary. I'll be looking
Thank you.
forward to camera 6, camera 12, camera 100, camera 50, camera 66,
Camera on the toe,
69,
camera up the ass, camera on the extras.
right, camera up the you know what? Like, girl, the fuck? Like, I just really feel so many words. This was a bad idea. This was really a bad idea, because now fans are really going to critique the product now more than ever. Because now they're gonna be like, they're gonna be like, yeah, so the referee is checking up on Cody Rhodes. You want to know how I knew that? Because I was looking at Unreal. So when they have like a bad accident in the ring, or when they get pile driven, or when they got a DDT and they don't look right, that's when they're talking to them. Mm-hmm. So
they just think that everybody sits in the back, can't see the refs, can't see the y'all talking to them.
Mm-hmm.
What this earpiece is on for? Y'all talking to the refs, and then y'all had the camera on the refs at one point.
They talking to camera 69. Oh, sorry.
It was just painful to me, and I'm like, I had one of the last questions that I had on here, and he who shall not be named, but we know who it is. Would he have done this? Would he have done something like this?
Oh, you talking about Mr. McMahon that got hit by a car today? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Take the wheel, Jesus. I want to know.
Take it out.
Right now. Would he have done this? Like, Triple H wasn't in creative. Would he have done something like this? Would he have put out this documentary?
I don't think so.
I don't think he would have.
No, I don't think so.
Because even when they did his documentary, there was still some stuff that he was not speaking about. He was closed-lipped.
Definitely wasn't talking about them dildos. I can definitely tell you that. Oh. But I digress. But yeah. So speaking of SummerSlam, and then we're gonna let you guys up in a little bit. So okay. Did you hear anything about Drew McIntyre?
Supposedly he's still stuck. I don't know how are you stuck with passport. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? Like, this has to be a joke. This has to be a rule. This has to be a wool over our eyes. I'm tired.
That's why I'm asking. Because,
I'm tired of this shit.
I mean, because like I was going to ask somebody like today, and it was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna probably just ask the crew and see like what they know, because tomorrow's Wednesday.
I'm about to ask Google. Is he still around? Like, is he okay? Is he alive?
But
like,
right, because I'm just like, there ain't nothing new that came out today, and I'm looking at my phone like all day, and I'm just like okay, so did they talk about Drew?
Is he still stuck in the country?
Yeah, he's stuck in Neverland. I'm like, what are we doing?
He's on vacation. He's tired of this shit just like we are. So. Period.
I mean, I would be too. I'm getting tired of camera 69. So.
Tuesday's podcast called Camera 69.
Camera 69, right. You know, make sure that you go both ways.
No discrimination,
Anyway,
people.
nope, none at all.
Not at all.
Want to make sure that you get your satisfaction both
Guaranteed.
ways.
Guaranteed.
Right. Guaranteed. Exactly.
Oh,
So,
goodness.
wow. So Drew McIntyre is Waldo. He's missing somewhere in the world. So, if we don't at least hear something about tomorrow, what do you think that WWE is going to probably do next?
Well, this was a tag team, so it was Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, right? Mm-hmm. I say just scrap this whole tag team.
Ooh.
Just get rid of the shit. It was pointless. I don't see I'm one of those people that celebrities in like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, I'm very particular. I'm kind of like, I don't think so. I never cared for Jelly Roll, so I never wanted this this match anyway. I could have just give me Randy Orton versus Logan Paul at this point. Let's get back their rivalry, I guess. But leave Jelly Roll out of it. Roll on somewhere else. Goodbye.
So you don't believe in Jelly Roll, even though he did that big boss man slam. You don't believe him. You ain't feeling him.
It's the boss man slam for me.
Mean the half boss man slam shit, bitch. I don't know. I don't. They called it the big boss man slam, and he lost weight. I mean, so there's more power to him. But like with the whole celebrity thing, whatever, I think we really need to like kind of cover that real quick. So with the whole Travis Scott, like disaster or whatever, do you think that WWE should? I mean, because they literally built a fucking main event, made him a key figure. For John Cena to turn heel. And it's like, I look back at that and I'm just like, this was the worst mistake that you have ever made in your life. And I'm like, I can't put all the blame on Travis Scott, but it's like they put all their eggs in one basket and then thinking that the shit was not going to crack whatsoever, and the shit blew up in their faces. Now they're fucking beefing. So it's just like, what do you think about that?
So I spoke about this Travis Scott atrocity since my podcast. This was like Elimination Chamber was when? February? March?
That was February.
February, right? Okay, so I spoke about this on my podcast, and I said Travis Scott should have never been involved in this. He should have never stepped in a WWE ring because this was never going to work out. We seen him from Netflix when Jey Uso came out and he was smoking that whatever. I was like, this is a disaster.
So this was in March,
March. Okay, so in March. All right. Yep. Yeah, that's right, because Royal Rumble was actually in February, like very early.
Right.
So
yes.
So very true. So I never cared for Travis Scott as an artist, as whatever he does. I never cared for him. So seeing him with the whole Rock and John Cena, I'm like, okay, if you're going to do it, then you got to go all the way. And clearly I didn't go all the way with it. The Rock didn't go all the way with it because after John Cena heel turn, where was he? And mind you, he doesn't need The Rock. But at the end of the day, if you're going to do all of that, where are you now? You're back to being Moana or whatever you're doing, the Tooth Fairy, whatever movies you decide to do today. Cool. Yeah, whatever you want to do. And then Travis Scott, I just think that he's just somebody that just doesn't listen. I think it was WWE putting too much on him and him just thinking that this is the music business and he'll run it the way that he does. That probably was the problem. And it just didn't work out. And here we are talking about Travis Scott. He ain't shit.
Period.
He just ain't shit. So it was a disaster. It was just a mess. Like, that's how sometimes the celebrity stuff just don't work out. It just doesn't.
No, you're right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring the other crew in.
Let's bring them on.
All right, let's go ahead.
Let's bring them up. Come on in the room.
Yes. All right. So everybody, come on up. Request to join. We got a lot to talk about, everybody. So go ahead and request
and
up.
Tap that screen. Make sure you share it wherever. Share it to your grandmama. Share it to your baby daddy. If you cool with him today, share it to whoever.
Fuck my baby daddy. Fuck my baby daddy. You guys spoke a lot of stuff that I was gonna touch on.
Well, I mean, listen,
Isn't
we
that the
here.
goal? Yeah,
I know. You know what? One of the things that I noticed, and you guys didn't bring it up, that I found very weird with this whole series. It was basically a Road to WrestleMania series. That's all it was. That's all it was. One of the things that I found very weird was I'm watching it, the first episode, and I gotta agree with you, Jody. After the first episode, I'm like, yeah, shit.
Boring, boo.
All right, usual as always. And I'm watching them give, like, each person that comes on, they're giving their name, their real name. Second episode, they're giving their real name. Third episode, real name. I'm like, aren't you the company that has a bunch of stalkers and people doxing people and showing up at people's... I'm like, isn't the last thing you should be doing is giving out your real name? I'm like,
I had no idea Rhea Ripley's real name was what, the Dementi?
Yeah.
Dimitri. It sounds like a Dimitri, but Demetri, or it was just like a
A
combination.
demo
of,
god,
Yeah, it was
some
just
shit.
it was really weird, and
Really,
it felt like a WWE version of Hard Knocks mixed with
That's
WWE
what I
24.
You see, I was trying to figure out what the name of that NFL documentary was. That's what it was, because
Yeah,
it
no.
seemed like that. That's what it was.
It was-
Yes.
That's a great comparison.
Yeah,
Sure.
it was just watching the whole 5 episodes. Like, I saw all 5. Well, let me phrase that. I saw all 3, or all 2.5. The 3 episodes were watching me because I
Did
just had his
anybody-
background.
Did
I'm like,
anybody
all right,
make it to
whatever.
episode 5?
I did.
No.
I'm gonna be honest.
I did not.
I stopped at episode 4.
I did.
So-
I didn't even watch the show.
All right,
so,
hold on. Gus
So
is up there. He giving y'all love, y'all.
Thank you.
All right.
You know what?
All
Appreciate it,
right. Yes, sir.
The big thing that I noticed, like, you remember when this came out? Remember I told you on your lives, like, the first thing I'm looking at is how many black people are in creative. That's the only thing I'm looking at. That's the
Right.
only thing. And of course, you had that one chubby black dude. Was it something Ward?
Ryan
Or what have
Ward.
you? Which I'm looking at him like, you
Can't
a brother.
find him.
You're
Where
a
you
brother
at?
by
Stage left.
complexion. You're a brother by complexion. I don't think you're a brother by culture.
No.
So I did find research. He did do some. He was a writer for NXT. He was behind like the 4 Horsewomen stuff in NXT. So that was his background. But then there was another African American guy with a fro that I seen in the later episodes. I'm like, man, who the hell? And they never showed him. But the other thing was there was only one woman, and it was a white woman. And I'm like,
White.
as I'm watching it, I'm like, I hope people who are always like, man, they need to push this. Oh, they pushing all the black wrestlers. I'm like, you need to look at all the creative. White. Hey, the main guy's white. Oh, okay.
Not only creative, it's producers as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And the producers that have shown and proved that they do not care for us. So
Yep.
that
They don't.
like you can have a whole bunch of creative people that probably are close to our skin tone and want to push, but if production and Triple H are not with it, we ain't seeing them.
Yeah.
And that's
Well,
clearly what it is right now.
They have one producer of color, Sean Devari, who I don't know if anyone noticed him in the background. But he doesn't
Background.
really in the background. They didn't really touch on him.
Copy.
Which I like.
Yeah.
Which I like Sean Devari. I've met him before. He's a good guy, and he really does care about teaching. He's a good teacher as well. But can we touch on the senior writer? What's his name? Ed Koski.
Oh
Krosky?
God.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
That
Wow,
dude,
man.
that guy. Okay, he's been around for 20 plus years, and I've spoken with someone who worked on production. They said he was the biggest Kevin Dunn ass kisser of them all. So I wonder how he
lot
got
of
his
traits.
senior vice president job. Mr.
Looks like
Kevin
all
Dunn.
of them was like that. They was all kissing ass
Yeah.
at one point.
You know what, Chris? The
Yes,
other
sir.
thing I noticed was when they showed I Show Speed, all you saw was Carmelo Hayes walk right past them. And I'm like, oh, there's Carmelo. And I am going to make this prediction. And I mentioned this on my live. WWE is going to fumble Carmelo Hayes, and he is going to be the next Chris Jericho when he goes to AEW.
Oh God.
Because the way WCW misused Chris Jericho is the same way WWE is misusing Carmelo Hayes. He's got the same. Remember, I said he's got the same height. He's only 20 pounds less than him and Chris Jericho and Eddie Guerrero. And I'm like, he already got the template with the Hurt Syndicate and Swerve in AEW. That's the template.
Now, what's the name? Lawson saying that he's been teasing that on Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm telling you, you either need to. I think that's why WWE fans is starting to like say we want Carmelo Hayes to be pushed because they know that he's in danger of going to AEW, and that's what they're not trying. They don't want that to happen at all. So that's why I was like, that was kind of weird for this hashtag to like, we want Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
It was
what the hell?
Out of nowhere. Yeah,
but that's what happened with Jericho. Jericho wasn't being used creatively. He didn't have a character or anything. He had, mocking Dean Malenko, but once he went over to WWF,
man,
the rest is history.
And then the first person that you put with him to introduce him was The Rock. Oh, come on. You put that rocket on his back and he just went with it. So of course, like that was meant to happen.
Can I ask y'all a question? Does anyone know why Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes are no longer in WWE? I was wondering if they were going to touch on that or give us.
No, they're still there.
Yeah, they're still there.
Oh, they're still there? I thought they
unfortunately,
they're still there.
Yeah, very active. Them ass kids, they were,
white and bright.
Man.
He still look very good, boys. Looking good, boys. If anyone knows that story.
One of them said to R-Truth, say this is a white man's sport. Then the other one said, hey, I don't like Negroes. I can't say the other word, but yeah.
Well, I'm mad they didn't give Road Dogg any more recognition that he deserves because he's a very pro. Okay, he stuck up for R-Truth during that Bruce Pritchard situation.
Yeah, I know.
I just wish they would go ahead.
The problem is, R-Truth didn't even stick up for R-Truth. That's the crazy part.
Right?
That's a bar.
Yeah. You know what, Chris? Another thing I noticed, and I've been touching on.
Bitch! Go away.
What?
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
I love how you handled that. It was just a snap and a go.
That's funny. So
it's like Chris knew that shit was about to happen. He knew it.
But Chris,
that
you know
was
how I've
Leroy
been
for a
saying
set.
about WWE using subliminal messaging and everything, and throughout each episode. And this is another thing I paid attention to. I'm like, okay, how much gaslighting you're gonna do for this company and to the fans and everything. 100%. And one thing I kept on noticing, Triple H say, this is the biggest moment in our business. This is the biggest superstar in our business. And I'm like, yeah. And right away I'm like, you guys still think you're the only ones that people are watching,
bro?
Like you have no self-awareness that people are watching New Japan, CMLL, Rev Pro,
and they're not getting
Noah,
it's like
Stardom.
It reminds me so much of another 1994 in so many ways. It's like WWE is just oblivious, or maybe that's the word I'm looking for, or just do not give a fuck, but they just want to counter program over and over and over. And no, it's not. It's not they're ignoring it. It's like they can't do nothing about it because the train is already been going for the last 6 years.
I feel like they still kind of talked about it though, because I caught the shot if nobody else did when Cody in the beginning, when he talking about being a superstar is way different than being a wrestler, and hey, it's all cool to be a good wrestler, but being a superstar is a whole. Wait, once he said that, I already knew what precedent we were setting with the whole documentary.
Yeah. Especially when you put him first in the beginning.
Yeah.
Boom.
When you put him first in the beginning with that.
Yeah.
You could drop a heavy word on that, but I just think simply it's propaganda is what they're doing. It's the typical propaganda.
1000%.
It's just right here. It's just us.
and
There's no competition. It's just on the outside and everything. Like it kind of reminds me. Like I get the framing. I get the framing, but like it always kind of irked me how you have certain promotions that like somebody wins a title, somebody wins a World Heavyweight Championship. Like I just Like my freaking YouTube went nuts, and for some reason it autoplayed to like when Sting was doing the Joker thing in TNA, and I had realized they just called it the Heavyweight Championship of the World. There was no mention of TNA or Impact. It was just Heavyweight Championship of the World. And it's like no mention of the company, because usually they're like the new TNA Heavyweight Champion, but it's like, no, this is it right here. I think that's what they're doing. It's just a typical propaganda.
Yeah.
It's just us, but hey, just because you're the biggest in the world doesn't mean like you're the only one. Because I think Chris had mentioned this, I think the last time, the cookout or whatever. Because I actually want to focus in on that. I do think that we're kind of spoiled for choice when it comes to wrestling. We got so many options. It's not just on TV anymore. We got stuff that's on TV, sure, but like stuff that's streamed like just on YouTube where you can watch it right now for free. All types of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I agree. 100%.
You know what, Chris? I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
When you get a chance, go watch MVP's interview with Samoa Joe at All In. And they talk about how they both got fired, released from WWE. And MVP said something I never heard any wrestler say. And he said, because Samoa Joe, if you're a superstar, you feel, let down. And MVP's like, see, if you're a superstar, you're let down when they let you go. But if you're a wrestler, you got many places to work.
Come on now.
Yep, I heard that when I was watching that video. I mean, I watched it last
everybody
night.
knows he's Triple H, so there's that.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, Adrian, so you've seen Stevie Ray in that podcast today.
Oh Lord.
Oh, the glasses came off. Jesus.
Yeah. So. So yeah,
Man,
Yeah, I have to
oh
talk
my
about
Lord.
this, yeah.
You
Yeah,
know
we
what,
have to.
Chris? When he said most of the people calling Hulk Hogan racist were white wrestlers and not black wrestlers. And he was more specific, and if I remember correctly, Chris, he mentioned the wrestlers that work with him, that the black wrestlers didn't complain. And at first I'm like, okay, but then I thought, I'm like, wait a minute. How many black wrestlers were in WWF and WCW at the time? It was like 4. Actually, no, less than 4. So I'm like, how are they going to complain if it's only 4 of them? They're going to go along with the ride. Hello? It ain't.
Because the reason why they didn't complain because they were yes boys.
Exactly. And there was so many spots. You're going to keep your spot. Hello? That's why they didn't complain. That's why Kamala didn't complain. Coco Beware didn't complain. Bad News Brown didn't complain. Mind you, these are all wrestlers that were doing Hogan's initial run in the WWF. They didn't complain.
I disagree on Bad News. Bad News gave it to them. He gave it to them.
But that's 3.
Even though.
Because I was making the money.
Tony Atlas, too. Look at Tony Atlas.
Yeah, Tony Atlas didn't.
Good old boy system.
I sat there, and I had the most disgusted look on my face.
I'm like, oh my
Lord. It was
Lord.
just like, this black splaining shit. I'm like, what you trying to do is you trying to like insult me and Antonio's intelligence, and I didn't like that at all. He was like, well, you guys are not in the business, no disrespect to you. I said, none taken. And as far as I'm concerned, that I wouldn't even be in that business anyway, because I ain't gonna let no white motherfucker disrespect me. So like you got the game, you got it twisted. As much as I respect Stevie Ray, I do.
Yeah.
But there are certain parts of what he said tonight,
man,
I did not fuck with at all.
That's sad.
It was, and you know what, Chris? I've mentioned this to a few other people with the whole Hulk Hogan situation. That's why I haven't done a video or anything. And I just look back, and remember I've been saying this for a while on your live. I'm like, you know what? With everything surrounding Hulk Hogan, I think there's a big teaching lesson that a lot of people avoided, and it's more centered around fame. Because fame and money will magnify who you are. It ain't going to change you. And
That's facts.
my thing is, I don't care what ethnicity you are susceptible to falling like Hulk Hogan. Because of the fame, the riches, not having a transition of, okay, I'm going to retire here. Okay, I got a transition plan. I'm going to do this. I'm going to spend time with family. I want to invest in this business. None of that. He was just engulfed with the character, the fame, the notoriety of Hulk Hogan. The freak. I'm sorry. The dude had creative control in WCW. The dude literally said multiple times on Nitro, as Hollywood Hogan, I am God. I am the God of wrestling. at some point it's like, okay, that's character, but then it's like, no, you really think you created all this? Like, you really think all these, and that's
And Stevie thought the same way too, because the way he was glazing the fuck out of Hulk Hogan, I'm like, dude, I need to leave.
And and the thing is that, you know, I, as a believer, and you know my faith and everything, you know, I go to the scripture. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? Like, think about this. When the whole situation with his son and everything, like, the dude was literally having a mental breakdown, but he was too prideful to do that because of his fame, his notoriety. He's gatekeeping Hogan was practically gatekeeping himself and not getting help. And what happened? When you don't seek help, you will do irrational, dumb stuff that you think is right, and you will fall. And that's what happened. And we're all susceptible to that. And mind you, I'm not saying, oh, you know, no, you reap what you sow. You talked about your biggest fan base, which is black people.
Right. And that's why I kept disagreeing with Stevie, and I told him, I said, number one, you need to stop pivoting. I was like, number one, this don't have anything to do with him and, like, you know, endorsing your push. The only reason why he endorsed your push, because I'm sorry, with all due respect, you and Booker T were some yes men. And I said, it makes sense. I said, because number one, you would nip that shit in the butt without any type of hesitation. You didn't do that this evening. So then I gotta like look at you like, interesting. And then Kevin Nash, his dumb ass. This man literally sat up here today and was like saying, "Oh, well, if you don't got nothing to say, nothing good to say about Hulk Hogan, then you need to shut the fuck up." And then he was up to talk about, think of his wife, think of his kids. The only one that I would literally give respect for is Brooke. Brooke actually held it down. She stood on business. She was entitled She was entitled to $25 million estate. And she had a piece of that. She said, "No, take me off."
Yeah, that's you know what,
crazy.
Chris?
That's wild work.
You know, it's another lesson and it ties into all this crazy stuff we've been hearing about Hogan, McMahon, all these people. And this goes back to a teaching my dad gave in Bible study. 5 minutes of pleasure will cost you a lifetime.
Whew.
Yes, it would.
Yes.
Think about this.
Yes, it
all
would.
Hulk Hogan had to do was go home. I don't care if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, European, take your ass home.
Period.
Because if he would have went home, we ain't even talking about this. Think about that. That one decision, all he had to do was go home. We ain't talking about none of this. None of this. Maybe we'll get a few stories here and there, but nothing to this magnitude. Vince McMahon, go home.
See what happened to him today.
What happened? No, I am both of them identical. I am God. I created this. I did this. I. Like, that's why I haven't done a video, because I'm like, I think there's a bigger lesson that us as humans are missing that we're. Case in point, look at the person that's leading the country. Do you think that they can't
turn off their character either? Think about it. They couldn't
turn
off their character.
Exactly.
Like, look at McMahon. They can't turn that shit off for nothing.
Talk about this.
Ric Flair
I know, like,
Ric Flair's the same exact person.
Exactly.
Him.
Because I was writing up
crying and shit. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, you need to stop, bro. Stop that fake crying.
Him and his goddamn daughter, both them motherfuckers can go to hell.
You know,
did you see in the show? She was in her feelings. She said when Tiffany told her about her divorce, she's like, "Oh, you went off the script." I'm like, "Well, no shit, she did. We knew that."
Tiffany had
the only scene of drama they showed.
She felt hurt by that shit. I'm like, I'm not surprised she went there, and I'm glad she did. She's like, you suck.
You know, it's a good thing, Chris. I'm a strong believer in all things work together for good. The good thing that's happening now is that, remember how I've been saying for a while, and Boy Wonder remembers, and Gaijin remembers this, that it's going to take the deconstruction of the McMahonisms in professional wrestling for things to go. What we're witnessing is the deconstruction of the Vince McMahonisms in pro wrestling. Because the way people are acting like, oh man, Hulk Hogan is... People weren't talking about Hulk Hogan 2 months ago. They didn't give two squats about him. Oh, Hulk Hogan, he's old. They were making fun of Hogan. Now that he passed, oh man. Really? Really? And that it's a deconstruction of the Vince McMahonisms because these people had Hulk Hogan and this high plateau. Look, people had Hulk Hogan at a higher esteem than their own family members that have done something.
Oh yeah.
They thought he was wrestling Jesus. I kid you not. They think he was the wrestling Jesus, the Messiah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh hell
the the idols that you
idolatry.
that you wanna bow down to could never. Sorry.
Yeah, and that's why, Chris. You know, when I started coming on your lives, I started speaking more wrestling history because I'm like, yo, there was, and Dave Meltzer been talking about it. You do realize there were superstars before Hulk Hogan, like major superstars. They were selling out buildings.
And there was a superstar that he actually took his whole look from, but you know, we won't even go there with that.
We don't talk about that. Right.
You talking about Billy Graham when he took it from superstar Billy Graham? Yeah. So he got chosen with a stolen off that man's.
How? Wait a minute. Let's go to Chris, and then I'm gonna bring it to light skin because light skin haven't spoke yet. Go ahead, Chris.
So 2 things. In addendum to what Adrian had put there, I'm gonna repeat something that one of the wisest men that I know in my life said, and it just like. I'll just get straight to it. People like talk about the matter of money and everything. It's like money does not make you a good person or a bad person. It enhances who you already are.
Yep.
That goes because I also thought about that. Like I'm pretty sure like the first time I had been on here, Boy Wonder was the one that had mentioned when I asked the question about can somebody just get lost in the character so much where the original person just fades away. You know,
Yeah.
That's a good one, man.
If they allow it, yeah.
And also, I wish people would stop doing this. When it's talking about, well, you can't deny his contributions. It's like, when people talk about denying his contributions, y'all are more than likely, not y'all, but people that say that.
Like regular Joe in the comment section? Yes.
I actually overlooked that.
The Glazer,
He was right there.
The defender of truth and justice.
Y'all. I'm watching the comment section.
I've seen it.
I overlooked that totally. Because here's the thing. It's like, because unless you're talking about the fringe people and everything, which people let to bring them in, like, here's the thing. People will always talk about the positive stuff, but like, as many people will say, like, I get so sick and tired of people talking about, oh, like, why can't we just meet in the middle? Okay, let's meet it in the middle then. Yes, revolutionized wrestling and made it popular and all mainstream, but also he busted up unions, something that definitely could have benefited wrestlers in the long run. He busted up unions. He disrespected a whole base of people that were fans of his, and dare I add to this, because people just make it seem like he just said the N word 20 years ago. He was not repentant. He gave an apology that Benjamin Shelton called him out.
Oh yeah, that tweet.
Because he called him out saying, like, you know, the whole thing, like, hey, make sure you ain't got the cameras on you and everything. Like, that's a real apology. And on top of that, when Mark Henry wanted to take him to HBCUs, and he said no, he was not repentant.
Yeah.
So it's like, you want to talk about his contributions, it's like, in something that I'm like, I haven't posted it, but I wrote it's like, he's simultaneously one of the biggest superstars in wrestling, but also simultaneously one of the biggest disgraces.
Period.
Which could also,
but then, you know what I'm saying, like, once again, people like Stevie Ray, I hate to say this, man, I'm telling you, I lost a lot of respect for him this evening. I mean, some of his call. I mean, I'm his co-host, and I just was like,
bro, Chris, definitely was turned off after.
I was turned completely.
When you said that, first thing came to my mind. I'm like, okay, you talking all the stuff about Hogan, so why didn't Hogan just let your brother beat him at Bash at the Beach 2000?
Right.
Why did he have to beat Jeff Jarrett?
The crazy thing was that he was pivoting to the point where he was trying to push the shit to Ric Flair. He said, I wonder why we not talking about Ric Flair like that or whatever. They're all the same one. They're both racist. What are you talking about?
Oh,
it's just
Lord,
we're just talking about one right now, but the other one we just talked about too. Like, I think Nasty wanted to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Nasty.
Leroy, somebody said somebody in the comments said Triple H stole shit from Shane Douglas.
Yeah.
And this is just going into the point of y'all were just saying on the topic. Shane Douglas for years on shoot interviews was telling people about Flair and Hogan and any person he had an actor had a bad reaction. He was calling it for years. And people used to dog on him for it all the time. Once I think Josh Bishop went down here to this territory down in Virginia. He owns his own like territory, I think now. So he does like a shooting interview with this British dude or whatever. And he was like, "Yeah, I was telling people about Flair and Hogan and anybody that had any racist or bad interactions." And he said he knew he stole his stuff when he quoted a promo on Monday Night Raw that he did. He's like, "Oh yeah, automatically I knew when he was quoting a promo that it sounded familiar that I did on Monday Night Raw." And he's like, "I automatically knew the game character was a Shane Douglas version, just to be, PG or their version of it," which is true. You can look back at it as as it's been put doing your history. So it's always been in wrestling, and I'll just say on the union part, it's always been in wrestling that people take from other people. Like I say this all the time. Nothing's original, and the ones that are original, they get stolen the most. Like it's so many people who stole stuff, and this not just for TV wrestling, this for independent stuff. I've seen people be versions of Chris Hero. I've seen guys be like Eddie Kingston. I know my friend Darian Banks, and Glazer stole a lot of his shit. It's always something, but a more important one. MJF's not a new character. It's just Darius Carter and other people who he liked and put it together. 2015, Darius Carter, MJF now. I swear, I did the research. The union was supposed to be helping wrestlers like me going on now from the independents to national TV. And you got guys who are literally selfish who only protect their spot. And they don't want to do nothing to help the business. They don't want to, because they're on TV and you can't get there. Prime example, MJF. He knew if I was going to get on TV, that would make it bad for him. He knew. Same thing with Ricky Starks. People like that, they don't want you to be in an area because they're scared of actual competition. They're scared of actually fighting for their jobs. So, and that's the same thing with Hogan. Other than, I don't know about MJF's racial things. I don't think he's racist. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Light skin and then classic. I see your hand over, and then we'll just go to light skin. Light skin, welcome. What's going on?
What's happening, everybody?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
What's up, light skin?
We've had almost how many days since Thursday?
3 days in the row.
About 4 days.
4 days.
4 days, and a lot of people are, if I could quote my father here, a lot of people have been showing their ass in the last 4 days.
Yeah.
Yep.
With a lot of people at the videos that they made in people's comment sections basically saying, well, you can't deny the contributions of Hulk Hogan. I'm like, nobody's denying it. We're just letting you know he's a shitty person and we don't want to celebrate it.
And that's not even the fucking issue.
That's the thing that really grinds my gears, is that we're not even talking about his contributions to the wrestling business. We're talking about how shitty of a person. I mean, we said it on the Heels for Life Wrestling podcast on Sunday when Alex Kane was on there, and he said the artist is the one that's constantly holding the paint. The artist is the one who's in control of the art. Terry Bollea and Hulk Hogan were the same fucking person.
They're the same person.
I don't.
That part. And he never turned it off. Like, that's what we're saying. He never turned that shit off.
Exactly. He was. I mean, Joe said it on one of his videos where he said his kids probably called him Hulk. He wasn't known as Terry.
Oh, that's
He was
egotistical.
Hulk.
Calling yourself Hulk when you're at home? Fuck.
Exactly.
Period.
So how
Jesus.
the fuck are we gonna sit here and say you got to separate the art from the artist when the artist can't even separate himself from his art? Get the fuck out of here.
Period.
You know, Vince McMahon say the same thing. He's like, I'm Mr. McMahon at home. You gonna bow down to me.
Exactly.
Remember what he
Dark
told
Side of the
Shane? I was
Ring.
like, damn, you tell your own son that? Okay.
Let me continue here real quick because I want to reference something else Joe said. You know, like I said, a lot of people have been showing their ass, but I posted a video on my story about the characteristics of how you know people are racist or racist apologists, and it said that they will gaslight you, they will pretend that, you know, that things don't exist, or they will make it seem like it's your fault. And I'm like, wow, this is pretty much everything that I have experienced within the last 4 days. And then it finally dawned on me when I watched one of Joe's videos. White folks do not experience racism like how we do as black people. They do not experience racism how most people in the Latin community experience racism. They do not experience racism like people from the Asian community experience racism. Until black
Those Asian fucks, all they eat is cats and dogs.
Hey, no, bitch. We ain't doing that today. Get out, and get out, bitch.
Like I was saying,
Another one.
Another one, right?
Sorry, guys.
Until black folks.
Yo, Chris is on it like
because y'all bitches are gonna learn today. So
people.
Levy or Pigpen, if y'all bitches come up on here, blot to the next one.
Hey, the Matumbo. No.
He coming out like zombies, bro.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys.
Zombie,
Forgive me.
boy.
No, you good.
Say no.
Until black folks, Latin folks, and Asian folks come to the understanding and agreement that we all share the same oppression, the same oppressor, we will still be held under this social construct that they have created.
Yep.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Cool.
Y'all going to SummerSlam?
That was the most left field statement.
So you don't read the room?
Whoa.
You don't read the fucking. Hold on,
We're sitting over here talking about some shit. Y'all go to SummerSlam.
So you ain't gonna read the motherfucking room? You gonna bring your dumb ass up here? You gonna ask us
I'm just
what the
looking
fucking
for
SummerSlam?
no.
You don't know. Maybe there's dyslexia in there.
You don't read
He
the
couldn't
fucking
read.
room?
Is it 3?
Maybe he couldn't read.
Maybe he was. I mean, he was probably a little excited.
I'm just looking for friends to go see what's
He
going
was
on.
room
Number 3.
dyslexic. He didn't know.
Jesus.
Okay.
Is it number 3?
I'm sorry.
Let
Okay.
me back out of here. Y'all not friendly.
No, yep. You ain't either because you ain't read the motherfucking room.
What
you
is his
dumb
attitude
motherfucker.
level? Get the fuck out of
Shit.
here.
Where's your what the fuck is your damn intelligence level? You talking about you grateful for them?
Hey,
He said, "Fuck all that."
that was
Fuck all that. Y'all
such
go
a
to Trump
dramatic
Land?
pause.
know
After
what's
he
so
said
funny?
that,
It was so funny because
Hey,
when he came in and he was like, "Y'all going to SummerSlam?" I think everybody's face was like, "Nigga, what?"
We had them face like, really?
We had
You
a
just asked us
dramatic
that
pause.
question?
I actually turned around and thought like, oh my god. I turned around and I was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute.
It's talking about y'all ain't nice. I said, bitch, you
Are
gonna
we
read
being
the
trolled
room?
here? Is that what it was? Like,
He came in there like, bro,
Y'all not
what's
nice.
your
This is not the right panel.
Hey, Chris.
This was not the right panel for him.
If
He
another
needed to
person
know.
No,
gets up
not
here
right now. No.
in that spot and does something like this, I'm going to take this Kermit and just go like this. Just
You want to be a double
So,
out here.
That was
oh my lord.
oh
the
god.
power level.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't.
there was
So-
something
What's
that
your
Light
power
said that
level?
jogged the memory.
Oh,
Oh no, police level.
God. What was you saying, Chris?
No, I was saying there was something that Light Skin said that jogged the memory, and it's like I just remember because I think I've watched shoot interviews where people talked about this, and also I think I saw it from a Dark Side of the Ring episode where, like, the whole matter of now outside of the ring, you got people calling like not even just like other wrestlers, but like their families calling them by like their ring names. Because that was the thing with the Sheik too. Like like when he was at home, like calling him the Sheik, like not Ed Farhat, but like the Sheik. So it's like, I just thought about that randomly.
I'll say this real quick.
Go ahead.
Terry Bollea, or whatever his last name is, if he wasn't Hulk Hogan or if he wasn't a professional wrestler, he would just be a MAGA supporter. He would just be like those people. He would just be like those people that will probably find a way to have a TikTok, have a camera, and start posting their nonsense and, doing the stuff that he does. So when we say that he's the same person, we mean it. Like,
I mean,
he just has Hulk Hogan as the name. Like, it
this
doesn't
is the
matter.
same person that said that he was saved.
And once
I want to
again,
say that.
Right. And
his baptism
say
was
what?
performance theater, all right?
thank you. I said the same thing. I said the same exact thing. That mess was performed. And on top of that,
his life is a
ask the
performance.
panel.
Right.
But I'm ask the panel. When he endorsed Trump at that rally, then who was he presenting himself as?
Hulk
Hogan. He ripped his shirt off. I'm like, really? The fuck?
And
but then I
know
also
what,
say
Chris?
it's like, go ahead. Somebody's calling him.
I'm sorry.
No, I think he's going to you. Yeah.
Here's another thing that these same people that are defending Hulk Hogan, again, you catch these people in freaking double-mindedness and everything, just contradicting. These are the same people that repeat what Vince McMahon said, that, every wrestling character in the WWE is themselves with the volume raised up.
That's it. That's
right.
That's
right.
Then
Matt said this. He said that he was saved, but was body shaming Kamala. See, it's just I just say here.
You know what, Chris? Again, by their fruit you will know them. And I mentioned this in a text thread, and guys should remember when I sent this. Just because you stand at a car dealership don't make you a car. Just because you stand in a garage don't make you a car. Like, just because you quote stuff don't make you. It's your actions. A perfect example is Sting, the wrestler. Like, that guy's pretty much confessed his faith since 1999. How many people have said a bad word or anything about him?
Yeah.
Nothing. Nobody.
Nobody.
He's well respected.
And that wasn't performative, and that wasn't performance neither. So, like, when you say that, you don't have the thing that shows is your actions.
Yeah.
So if your actions show that you're saved, you ain't got to tell nobody about it.
Yeah.
You
ain't got to wear the wardrobe.
Yeah,
you ain't got to wear the cross or the.
Look at Raquel Rodriguez. She led in prayer, which kind of shocked me. I'm like, On the show, she's led in prayer, and I'm like, oh,
right. But
you lead it in prayer, but you support. But you support the orange dusted man.
He's MAGA.
Fuck out of here.
Maganator.
She likes soldiers.
It wasn't moving. It wasn't moving nothing.
The Maganator.
I
will be back.
brother.
That sounds like a cheap baconator from Burke.
She's a Maganator from
Maganator.
What is that, mango and
comes with
Funny
extra orange slices and mango.
Yes, what is your power level?
What's your power level?
What's your power level?
Mine's pretty big.
It's just as big as yours.
You for real on that one, Swift?
I don't think Roxanne's MAGA.
You said what?
She what?
So it said Roxanne Perez is MAGA.
No, she is.
Oh.
Oh.
no?
She's a star talent too.
No,
hold on. Time out. You said Roxanne Perez?
Wow. Like Pop Rocks?
I'm not believing it. I'm not believing
You know what?
I can't.
I need research on that one.
Look, I'm not gonna say no.
Yeah, I know about Roman.
The Performance Center has cultivated a culture of QAnon, far right stuff, conspiracy theorists, and the performance. That's been well documented for like the last 7 years. Down there.
No, he was asking once. He was asking on
I'm about to say, like, hold on. Like,
yeah, so it's
okay. The question. Okay,
and,
that's your question mark. Not if you gotta put a question mark, bro.
No, don't do that.
Because you got Makita Lyons in NXT just sitting there too. I'm like, really?
Yeah, Chris. Chris, you gotta remember,
for the
they're in Florida.
For the record, I do care what people voted for if they're freaking anti my existence. Just saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, you can't get mad at me for you being a racist supporter. Like, you can't get upset with me. So that means that you need to shut the fuck up and don't tell people who you voted for. Plain simple.
Regular no. Stop it.
Plain simple. Let's go. Yellow, welcome to the podcast. What you want to talk about?
Hey, thanks, buddy.
Hey.
So what were you guys talking about? Like, what
Lord.
MAGA? Like, what
Wait,
was
man, I
that?
think I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you here?
Yeah, I always turn lights down so it's not too bright.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your power level?
No, it's not yellow. Okay.
I don't even
If you don't get brown shoe out of here.
Hey, Chris,
Listen.
am I acting like the dude from the Apollo show?
No.
Listen,
Nah,
let me
was
tell
it-
y'all. Let me tell y'all about him real quick. So I've
I
been
know
on
him.
a couple of
Go ahead.
panels.
Oh,
and
really?
I've been on a couple
yeah.
of panels with him, right?
Ah.
And the panels that I've been on with him, Homeboy said Hulk Hogan is like Dr. Huxtable from the Cosby Show.
Yes, he did. Wait, I was there.
You
What
was
the?
there, right? You was there, right?
What?
Okay.
Look, verbatim.
He's a troll, then. You just as soon as you see him,
look,
just block his ass.
verbatim. He said the
Good
character
Lord.
of Hulk Hogan has taught so much stuff to us, just like
Thank you.
Mr. Huxtable did. I
Thank you,
said, no,
Classic.
you're not gonna do that.
Oh, no.
Yeah. As soon as you see him, yeah.
Oh, wow. Y'all are coming out in waves. Y'all knew
You're not
about the
gonna do
fucking...
Yeah.
Wait,
Hey,
y'all knew
what?
about
I
him.
don't
Y'all
get
just
it. I
let
don't
me
get
just...
it.
Not me.
Chris, why do you think I
No.
went like this? I'm like this.
Chris, you didn't
This
see my
one-
face?
Wait. I just want to let y'all know. Hey, Chris, I'll come up here to let you know because that's the second one. I was sitting in the comments. I'm like, if another one goes up there, I'm gonna come up there and say it. You guys are clearly on the FYP page, so be prepared that this is going to happen more. All right?
Oh.
That is why, because y'all
I mean,
are.
I got four.
Oh.
Y'all
Well,
are
hello, FYP.
And look at him in the comments now.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Talk about what? Nigga, we
About
talking about a goddamn white motherfucker up there being Dr. Huxtable? Are you serious?
You do not disgrace my Huxtable name.
Sit your ass
Hey,
down somewhere.
Chris,
Shit,
I recommend. do that.
I'm on it. I am
Yep.
on it. I'm on it.
You gotta go. Yeah, you
Yeah.
doing too much.
Next time
Shit,
somebody come
nigga.
in here with some bullshit,
Hey,
bring
no.
our comment.
Hey,
No,
I
there
did
was-
watch
Take
all
your
5 episodes
shit.
of the show, and I did
What?
see there was only one black guy in the gorilla position, and his name was like Charvier Thomas, and I'm like, who the hell are you? I want to do some more research. I'm gonna look him up and see what.
Yeah,
his
he looks
job
like a
is,
showrunner.
but I saw, yeah, he had like a fade haircut. I was like, who's this black dude? Couldn't tell who he was. The only one.
How many fingers can we hold up of the amount of black people that we've seen on this show?
5.
Camera.
Oh, well, I don't watch it, so.
No, Emperor. Low, Jody, you know, it was 3.
Okay, then.
No, you're gonna count Montez
Wait,
because Montez was on there with Bianca. I was like,
I
know.
this is more Montez than Bianca.
Non-wrestlers.
So yeah, about 2 or 3. I'm not holding them up. 'cause
Let's
I
just
didn't
say we're not moving to the other hand, okay? We ain't putting the
They were.
There's only one hand.
We ain't gonna move to the other hand.
We're not moving to the other hand. We are not using our toes. We're only using.
It's a 2
Over
and a
here.
possible. I got sound like space.
We doing spades right now.
Wow.
We can't move it to the other hand like that one girl Precious do with that one. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking.
Hey,
Oh my! The fuck? This is wow.
What's your power level?
What's your power?
man, you know what? Chris?
Yes, sir.
The way that people are, I don't want to say crashing out. I think it's just more. I mentioned this on the statement I gave as far as when Hulk Hogan passed and everything. You know, I mentioned, and it's posted on my Instagram. You guys, or not my Instagram, my TikTok and everything. And you know, I mentioned, hey, I was a big Hulk Hogan fan as a kid. I mean, I got pictures of me with the Hulk Hogan doll and everything. And you know, that was my first event that I went to. And I'm like, once I found, you know, the whole racist thing, I stopped being a fan immediately. And later on in that statement, I mentioned that there's coming where we are now, people's fandom and their values. Boom. And you can't choose both. You got to choose one or the other. and a lot of people are showing what they value. They value their fandom over values.
So let me ask you this: what about what you've seen this evening with Stevie Ray and these other, like, you know what I'm saying, like, more so let's focus on the black wrestlers.
You know what? It's unfortunate. It's, you know what? The freaking pro wrestling business is no different than a street game. You get addicted to the game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not gonna, you know, oh man, he's bad. This. It's just, if you know how the game is, one game's another game. It's the same game. And you get addicted to the game. You get addicted to the hustle.
So you think
that's what it is?
That was Stevie's issue, that he just so drawn into it.
You know what? It goes back to what I was saying as far as like this fame and notoriety. Like, what other profession do you have where you can have the crowd at the palm of your hands by any motion you do at any time, and make good money? You get merchandise, you get action figures, video games, you know, and all you got to do is work a 10-minute, 15-minute match, cut a promo, do this. So that gets addictive and everything. And it's when you get there, that's, man, you know what? I go back to freaking superstar Billy Graham before he passed away. He said it. He's like, the wrestling business is, you know, addictive. You know, the crowd, the fame, the money, the women.
But it's a big mafia as well, and it's very brainwashing. That's the thing. Because like I said, I've never heard Stevie talk like that. Like, the man is an intellectual. Like, he's very, very smart, but he's just not smart in certain areas. And I think that this is basically one of them.
You know what, Chris? It goes back to this. When you, not you, but just saying, when
I hear you.
Hypothetically, you know, what we're witnessing is a lot of people with Hulk Hogan and his, you know, everything that he's done and everything. When you accept, like, oh man, this guy wasn't a really good person, now you have to reconfigure your fandom, because that's all your fandom was. So now you're kind of like, well, what do I do? And if you are the type of person that pro wrestling is your identity, and Hulk Hogan is your major favorite wrestler, and that's your identity, when you accept all the realities that we know, like, it's out there, now you got to restart. And the thing is, change is uncomfortable with a lot of people. And that's whether it's life or fandom. And that's if you really listen to people, they don't want to, it's hard for them to change, because now you have to go in a new direction. Like, you have to find yourself again. And people don't want to find themselves again. That's what it basically comes down to.
Go ahead, Boy Wonder. You got your hand up, and I'll go to you, Classic. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look at Kanye West, for example. Look at him in the rap community. He says outlandish things, and he's showed his blatant racism out of nowhere. And then when J. Cole came out with the song "False Prophet," he was talking about him, and I'm like, that's how we got to look at Hogan in a sense. False prophet.
Yeah,
we gotta idolize as a god, but you're just an ignorant, stupid man. That showed that you're racist and you really didn't care about people. You were kind of two-faced in a sense. So
say your prayers, take your vitamins, brother.
Except with those steroids.
A lot of celebrities.
My vitamins, steroids, brother.
Hey, look at the celebrities. Like,
what's your power level, brother? Mine's pretty
Minds Union.
Yeah, cough it up.
I'm a bit taller than you, but you know, whatever.
Didn't my power level is union. Good for his job. Oh, get the fuck out, bro!
You know what's
just get out.
You know what's so crazy about like the Dragon Ball thing y'all are doing? I learned the Mr. Satan character was partially based on him in Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Wait, Broly?
No,
Mr. Satan.
Hercules Satan.
Oh, Hercules Satan.
Yeah. He was
based on. Got you. Who? Oh, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, Classic was first.
Yeah,
Classic.
Sorry, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Classic.
Oh, it's cool. God. Jesus. Quickly. Right back onto Unreal. I just hate that they really just spent 6 episodes playing in people's faces. And it's hilarious. And some people actually probably ate it up like, oh my God, they showed us so much deep stuff.
Yes, they did.
Oh my god!
Man, I only watched one
Oh my
episode.
god!
And got bored.
It was so deep in the weeds that we saw. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
It was interesting, but then it got stupid because they fluffed it down. It felt like Hard Knocks. And I was like, this feels so fluffed. And keep in mind, Peyton Manning is the executive producer, and I'm just like,
I was like, why am I keep
You'd have
seeing
expected
this?
that from Buckethead.
Well, you know what? It's the ESPN ties with the ESPN people and Nick Khan.
Don't change the fact that Peyton Manning got a bucket head.
Right.
that man got a 5 forehead.
Y'all dumb as hell.
He got the yes sir. He don't have dreams. He
That
got movies.
motherfucker got an ET noggin.
You will never find that man got
hairline like mine.
He was like,
He take off his helmet and talk about there will be others.
My man was looking like Kid from Kid
There's
and Play
others
without
like
razor.
Eli
Oh,
and
God.
Yeah, he looked like Brainiac.
You look like Brainiac.
Looking like Mega Mind.
Y'all are fucking ass.
Talking about I'm here to take all of your society and shrink them down.
Hey, why do you think he was such a great quarterback? And he could read the defenses. He was Brainiac.
That man had mental telepathy.
That's why on Madden
Mental
06
telepathy.
he had that, quarterback vision cone that saw the entire goddamn field. I'm like, this
He had a
motherfucker-
Magneto helmet for his helmet. He had a Magneto
Wait.
helmet for his helmet because he could see everything. Like, bruh, who are you?
You can't
Who's
infiltrate
this
my
dude?
thoughts like you goddamn right. Because you
It's
got
a force field.
4X-size helmet, motherfucker.
It's them
Size
hands in the
22
universe.
helmet. I'm like, yo, what's up with this helmet, bro?
Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think there's gonna be a season 2 or? do you
Oh
think
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they alluded to it.
Even
Yeah.
if there is a
No.
season
Season 5.
2, I'm gonna need an extra blanket and pillow.
Hey,
But I don't know where they're going to
Episode,
start it
I'm
from
starting
because
to
this
fall
was
asleep. I
literally
said,
what
fuck
the
this
YouTube
shit.
documentary was. That's what
Yeah.
it felt like.
No, I'm good.
It's like they
Real,
revamped it and
permanent,
showed it
permanent.
extensively.
Looks.
Didn't
Listen.
Lee Fitting have something to do with this show too as well?
Yeah, he was a
Probably.
producer. He
Oh
was in
my-
the
yeah,
credits.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. If it felt
Yeah.
like an NFL type production, it's because Nick Khan, because he used to work with Stephen A. Smith and a lot of the people that worked at ESPN, he's bringing in a lot of
Hairline?
ESPN to WWE. That's why, if you think about it, this is why
Joe
WWE
Tessitore.
sucks. Yeah, this is why WWE sucks, is because everything that most of us don't like about ESPN for the last 10, 15 years, they're bringing to
Now,
WWE.
you're bringing it to
If
WWE.
they
Like
bring
Joe
in Joe
Smith
Buck and Troy
possibly.
Aikman, I'm
And then
done.
it's slowly being altered into this.
I like Tessitore
Sports-
though. Tessitore is only a
Sports Center
sports
shit.
announcer. He's not
Actually,
that bad.
you know what? I will give him props. Joe Tessitore is actually one of the bright spots in WWE.
I like him.
Right,
I like
right.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
he does everything.
like
He's
it.
on football, baseball, basketball. He's on everything.
Look, if they bring in Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, I feel
Oh
like
my
I'm gonna
God.
lose brain cells. Okay, Troy Aikman's already on his 28th
Hey.
concussion.
y'all
So we have
remember when they brought in? Y'all remember when they brought in that MMA announcer? He
My
was
man
so-
living in 1995 still.
No, was it something?
Mauro
oh, man, it
Ranello.
was
They
something
ain't
Smith.
never gonna find another Mauro
No,
Ranello.
no,
That's
not Ranello. It was this bald guy, Jimmy something.
Jimmy Smith.
Jimmy Smith.
Yeah, bro, that dude.
Oh, yeah.
was-
That is
Wait,
funny as hell.
He
we have
didn't
a
last
question
long
in the
either.
comments. We have a question in the comments. Someone, Blake
Sure.
said, which was better, the original plan of WrestleMania or the actual card that happened?
The original plan.
The original plan, that was way
But
better. I was like, wow.
I'm gonna say this because I did say it before. The original plan was better, but trust and believe WWE will find a way to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Either way,
Yeah, they
They would've
I was
found
like,
a
oh
way.
my god! I was like, really?
Period.
they would have found
If
a way to mess
you
it
guys
up.
got to watch episode 5 because it does show more of Travis Scott, and I see where
No.
I can see the disconnect, and that's why he's getting booted now. But you could just tell that he kind of didn't give a shit. He's like, look, I'm here to just show
didn't give a
myself,
shit. I can
get my
tell you that.
15 minutes, and I'm out of
I,
here.
when I tell you that I'm done with him and the bed bus that he brought, I'm good. I'm done.
You know what, Chris?
Him in that broken
Done.
belt.
Exactly.
To piggyback off what Jody said when you guys started this live, like when she said I was done at the first episode, literally 5 minutes in, I'm like, damn, thank God for AEW. You know, I was gonna tweet, I'm like, no, let me not do that. I don't want people
Can I
in my
say I
comments
felt
on
bad
that.
for Chelsea Green? I was like, damn, she really felt that shit. She said I had to beg Triple H to come back. I'm like, oh no.
And man, you know what?
And that's why she's a yes woman. She made herself look like a yes woman. And
she said she's a jobber. She said she's an entertainment and jobber. I'm like,
I'm like,
jobber,
and that's why this generation of talent is super duper soft.
You know what?
Soft, and they don't have no brains whatsoever.
There was a couple people I've seen on X that have been around in the wrestling industry for over 20 years and everything. And they said after watching WWE Unreal, they're like, I don't understand how wrestlers coming into the business need like 28 people to tell them what to do in wrestling.
Yeah.
In a sport that you dedicated your life to. Like, how are you going to tell me to do my job, right? If you, everybody got a job to do, right? So I'm a manager somewhere. Nobody could tell me what to do about being a manager because I earned that. I earned that spot. So you gonna have 50 people telling you to be a wrestler?
As long as Randy Orton asks the question, the fuck is
I'm just shocked they didn't show Paul Heyman and he spoke. I was like,
they showed Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was in that creative room.
Yeah.
He was in the creative room. Yeah.
Was he?
I guess he was.
He was at. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I
When they were talking about who needs to win the Royal Rumble, he was definitely in that. But I did notice, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I ain't watched really much after that. He wasn't like a big spot like someone how they would have.
No,
he wasn't focused on.
He was just there with the group and everything.
Okay.
They primarily focused Jody on. Was it Costley or whatever the hell his name is?
And Costley dude. Yeah, him. They showed Nick Khan, The Rock.
Yeah,
and then some of the wrestlers that they handpicked was like Jay and Charlotte and Rhea and Bianca.
About that, when I'm talking about them playing in our faces, So now they're trying to spin the story of since everybody talking about it was the Rock idea and whose idea it was. So pretty much they call themselves telling us who all had the idea for the Take Your Soul thing. So it's supposed to be just Triple H, John Cena, The Rock, Nick Khan. It was like a whole phone call thing. Cody
he said that on Impulsive. He said that.
It was only like 5 people was like involved.
It was like literally 5 people.
Even the truck guy didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Right.
He was like, what?
He's the fucking director.
Asking, what the fuck is a jelly roll?
Hey, I got a question for the panel.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie.
It's a jelly donut.
This thing reminded me of a Real Housewives of Atlanta episode.
Oh,
it was
ghetto.
It was
scripted.
so ghetto. It was just like it was just bad built, bad production. It was
like a wrestling version of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I fell asleep.
It was Total Divas WWE. Just Total Divas.
It was
WWE.
fluffed. It was very fluffed. It's like, damn, y'all didn't even go in.
What's your
question? They wanted
question?
to give Charlotte a pity story and shit. I was like, really, Charlotte?
Yeah, I was just like, man, I was saying, move. Yeah, just go away.
I got a question for the panel.
Go ahead.
Maybe it was me, but from the first episode and just watching how everything is, I could feel the tension. And not in a good way. I could feel the tension, the pretentiousness, the what's the word I'm looking for? The arrogance and the self-centeredness of the environment in WWE.
Yes.
And the micromanagement. I could sense. I'm like, after the first episode, Judy, I'm like, why the hell would you want to go here? I would go to AEW or somebody else. Like you could feel the tension.
Yeah, the micromanaging just didn't do it for me.
To be honest, I felt like the producers creative. I felt like they were the wrestlers, and the wrestlers were the production team. And it just seems so off. And I'm like,
didn't they say they had creative control? Didn't they say they have creative control? Some of them did mention that, and I was like, is that true?
No.
Not with that creative team.
I thought Punk kind of said something like that. I'm like, did he say that?
No.
That creative team got the whole world in their hands. Sorry, Ray, but literally, you can't. If they gonna tell you when you gotta eat, and they gonna tell you when you gotta shit. Period. Nothing is moving until it's them. That's the problem.
I'm where I want.
Yeah, it was really like modern after the first episode, it was just really weird. I'm just like, How the hell can you work here?
Can we say it felt like the military? It tell you where to go, when to go, how to go.
Yeah,
how to do
that's what I
everything.
said. Like,
it's like they had their hand holded the entire time. I'm like, damn, this
Channel
sucks.
Listen, camera 69, camera 99. You
Camera,
know, like
they were asking, "Are you hurt?
99.
Are you sure you hurt?" Okay, good. Next, it's like, damn,
right? You know, I
yeah,
mean, just
straight up,
like,
like, are you hurt?
I couldn't keep up. Like,
you know what was an
Remember
issue?
Remember the part when they were like, "Oh my God, he pushed somebody." Oh wait, that's an extra. I'm like,
how do you not know this?
Yeah, that was bad. I was like, oops.
That was bad.
Ref Hunter, can you go and check on him, please?
So that means they have extras in
Is
the
he alive?
seats too.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you.
Look, I'll tell you the
because
story.
you got to create the illusion that your arenas are packed.
Oops.
So, I'll tell you the story, Chris.
Oh.
For Survivor Series 2019 here in Chicago, I was supposed to be a seat filler, and one of the guys that I used to work with in the clubs and everything, he was going. He's like, "Hey, you'll be a seat filler. You go there and everything." But he didn't show up early enough, so they like, we got to go on and everything. So what they did was we met outside the Allstate Arena, and it was a guy in a suit and everything. Hey, all right, cool. You guys are gonna stand here. You're gonna be facing the hard cam, and whenever somebody gets up, I'm gonna tap you. Go fill the seat. Boom, boom, boom. So there's no empty seats while the camera's rolling. True story.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yep.
Y'all can
True story.
have that.
I don't know
I
what
would
it's
never
like
be a
to-
seatful for nobody. Fuck that bullshit. No,
I was like,
I don't know what
the hell I want to do
know
that?
what it's like to be an extra there, but like I can only imagine what it's like to be an extra there. That's gotta be some shit. Man.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not surprised about the extra because half of the security guards are about to be WWE Evolve wrestlers or NXT wrestlers. So like,
Even some of the referees too.
you know,
Yeah, I
what
was
I'm
like,
saying?
Hey, if someone were to tell me like, "Hey, Leroy, you about to get powerbombed by this person," what?
No, I'm good.
What?
You about to powerbomb who?
But you got to make them look really strong.
Man, you know what,
gotta
Chris?
make them look real strong.
Real
You
strong.
gotta, here's another thing.
Okay.
Maybe you guys felt this. I got really annoyed by them showing everything, how it's done,
Yes.
putting the match together,
Yes.
and then they want to get real. Oh, I really wanted this. The fuck, 5 minutes ago, you were just planning the match. You know this is happening. What the? And let me tell you something. I never thought about that till my dad we were watching a Roman Reigns documentary. And he's like, "What the hell? You're acting like you didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, really? You didn't know? Oh, I'm not gonna win the title. Like, are you really? Like, really?"
It's
And
hard.
I'm like,
it was.
I'm like, this is, and people are eating it up on X. Oh my god, this is so riveting. This, and I'm like,
It's the brainwashing.
I'm like,
That's
they
all it
just
is.
gave a documentary of last year's WrestleMania. What?
That's the word.
4 or
riveting.
5 months ago?
Riveting is the
Wow.
word that's the word that people been using on. I'm still on Facebook, so excuse me. On Facebook,
It felt
and
recycled bullshit.
Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like I can't
It's
do it.
freaking sports entertainment indoctrination. That's all
That's
they're
it.
doing.
All right, go ahead, Swift. You got your hand up.
Sorry, man.
What's going on there, everybody?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Hey.
I want to say this. This was a bad move by the entirely because I was watching some of the. I took a peek at the show because I was on Netflix, and I said, "Fuck it, let me see what it's about." It was so uneventful and like so just watered. So like okay, like Miss Jody said, like it was literally like watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians or NFL Hard Knocks. And the shit that pissed me off the most about was watching Bruce Pritchard like during the CM Punk and Seth Rollins match. Bruce Pritchard said like it was overproduced, overdone, overrun. I would say like they ran over time, like they made such a micromanagement, like a nuisance about it being running over time. I was like, that's what happens when your match is good. That's what you want to happen a little bit. And it's like,
and don't you want that for supposed to be like your first, like that's your main event first of all, and that's supposed to be like one of the biggest rivalries. So you don't want that to be overproduced. You don't want that to go over time. Bruce Pritchard could kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Swift.
Yes,
you know
sir.
that's a contradiction? When Bruce Pritchard brought up all the time constraints, that's a contradiction because on Netflix, there isn't no set time because they're on a streaming service. It's not like USA Network.
I caught that.
Or that or
Thank you.
cable because you got a hard out. Like you got to go because of the next program. They can go that's why they've gone 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So that whole thing, Swift, was a crock. And I agree with everything you said, man.
Well, you know why he's
like,
taking that contradiction.
As someone that is a football fan that grew up on NFL Hard Knocks, that was my shit. I used to look forward to like NFL Hard Knocks and like even when they did it with this past season with the when they're doing the divisions now. I was looking forward to that, and that's completely different from what they did with this. Because what they did with this is like you literally took the whole hard knock aspect of like the interviewing style and like how to try to like use the individual wrestler's story to make it more appealing to the fans versus like okay you're not showing like okay the guys in the back working on moves with each other for matches. You're just showing the producing side of things. You're not really showing. You're not really showing. You're just like you're not showing like you're showing the wrestlers that like the Codys and the Cenas that like just like they know what they're doing, but you still got these guys being micromanaged by Bruce Pritchard and Triple H and whoever's in the back. It just didn't make sense. It just felt weird and off. It's like it was nothing really authentic about it. At least with like I don't know, DJ, if you grew up on Hard Knocks, you remember the season of the 2000 Ravens, right? Yeah, as a Ravens fan, as someone that is a Ravens fan, that was like the most authentic team you've seen do that show because they were the first.
Yep.
When you watch this, it's like everybody felt fake.
Yeah.
It truly felt like everyone was like just putting on for the camera, or because or Triple H and Bruce Pritchard, if you embarrass us on this Netflix show, you might end up on the chopping block.
That's it.
That's literally what
That's
it felt
exactly
like.
what it was.
Yep.
That's
and
exactly
you know what, Chris?
What it was.
If you look at the bigger picture, this documentary, granted, you see the buzz, people, oh my God, it's riveting. But in retrospect, WWE is subliminally taking their fans back to the beginning of the year and not focusing on SummerSlam. And what is the conversation about? What happened 6 months ago?
Exactly.
As opposed to AEW, what is everybody talking about? The future. So you're going here, and what's happening? More and more people. Man, I can't wait for Dynamite. Man, I can't wait for Collision.
They're taking six steps back. AEW taking 6 steps forward.
And then
that's what's going on.
And then also too, what happens is then you're giving people more reasons to critique you of why your shows were so bad. You're giving us more reason of why. I said this before. I don't know if anybody had heard me. I had said it in a panel before. I said this WrestleMania was extremely underwhelming. And now y'all giving me reason to prove my point. You had a whole original list of what WrestleMania was supposed to be. Then you switched it to this bullshit. We didn't need 2 nights of this. So now instead of us looking forward to this, you put it a week before SummerSlam, right? SummerSlam is supposed to be your third biggest night because this is the summer
WrestleMania,
summer WrestleMania. Exactly. Yep. So now we're not going to focus on SummerSlam. What we're going to focus on was what was the original plan for your SummerSlam since this has been switched up so much. What was your original plan for the prior pay-per-views? Because you had Naomi win Money in the Bank, so you probably most likely had somebody else winning that. You didn't have her winning that. Now Bianca is injured, so where was she supposed to be? So you're not having anything focused on even the match for next week. This is the first time SummerSlam is going to be 2 nights, and y'all don't focus on that. Y'all brought this shit out. This is the destruction that WWE is doing, and instead they think like, oh, we're doing something for the people. Y'all not doing anything for us. All y'all gonna do is make us have channels like this to talk shit about y'all and watch and the reasons why we should watch other things. That's
Exactly. Great point.
That's interesting, Jody. That's a good point there. Think about it, because what if Jade wins the belt? We all thought Naomi was going to cash in on Jade, but nah, she ended up cashing in at Evolution. What was the original plan?
It must have been a clusterfuck in the back. That's what.
Period. Exactly.
Too many chefs cooking back there, burning shit up.
So another thing that we're gonna have to watch out for the next 24 to 48 hours is Drew McIntyre. He was supposed to be part of a tag team, and more than likely that's not going to happen. But tomorrow is really going to be the crucial point of like, is he good or what have you? Because
we'll find out Friday there, Chris. Because think about it, their pre-show's Friday, I think at 5:00 Eastern. I think it is.
Yeah,
on
but
YouTube.
it takes 10 hours just to get from the UK to New York. So then you gotta. It's like the time is ticking for them. So you know, if you guys find out, please let me know. Facebook or TikTok, let me know.
We'll probably see him on X.
I don't know if you've seen it, but The Miz put out a video. He's like, well, you know, Drew McIntyre's not here. Who brought Logan Paul to the WWE? So that's their out.
No.
That's their out.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't even want to watch Miz.
Honestly,
did y'all know they're doing tryouts this weekend for WWE too?
Don't even give a fuck.
I was like, So what does that sound like? Somebody's gonna get released after the summer.
you know what they're doing?
Who's on notice?
They just giving us too much matches for too much pee break matches. That's what y'all doing for me right now. Y'all giving me too much matches to go do my thing.
You know what, Chris?
Get some food.
I was thinking about doing a live reaction. I'm like, do I really want to do 2 nights of SummerSlam? I'm like,
no.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do is like what I did for WrestleMania. I'm gonna do rapid reactions. We're not going through the card. Probably maybe Sunday, but I have to think that over. But definitely Saturday, we're gonna do rapid reactions. That's it. I'm not going through the card because number one, SummerSlam is not that important to me. So
I think the main event is going to be that tag match too. I think that's the main event for night one. I'm thinking, and that's kind of shitty because you got Gunther versus Punk. So you're going to put your main title holder for Raw not being in the main event? Okay, that's their prerogative, or the ladies triple threat.
I think Punk is on night 1 for the main event.
Yeah,
right?
he's night 1. Yeah, and then Cody and Cena's night 2 main event.
Not surprised. Okay.
Yeah, I find it they release the matches so quickly and what night they're on. They didn't do that for WrestleMania.
Of course they did.
Exactly.
I find that weird.
This is my problem. What y'all trying to do is fix what y'all didn't do at WrestleMania because y'all gave us matches 24 to 48 hours, but now y'all got all these matches, but it's still underwhelming.
With El Grande Americano.
Because my thing is, y'all. First of all, I'm gonna say this: y'all could have kept this Unreal in the drafts. Y'all could have kept it in the
period.
Put on Peacock or something.
And why would you do this like days before SummerSlam so motherfuckers would like literally sit there instead of watching the actual wrestling match? They're gonna be so worried about what's going on in the ring? Oh, they're going to camera 2. Oh, they're going to camera 5. Oh, they're going to camera 6. That type of shit. So
this is bad. Y'all gonna basically.
We got Cardi B as the host too, so you know they're not gonna have something with her involved too.
I'm glad you brought that up because guess what? They only showed her video. That video one time. They have not promoted her since that one video you guys seen.
Because
have not promoted her.
Because when it comes to her stereotyping her cooch, that's why.
Because she stinks.
She stinks, right?
I don't. My thing is honestly the hype party and all of this stuff was trash. Like this promotion for it was Jesus.
Can I ask a question? Has anybody I don't know. I didn't watch the whole this past weekend anything with WWE lately, but I did see something like. Did y'all see the whole Raw's version of the All-Star Gauntlet with the money on the line?
I did not.
The graphic was nice.
The
Yeah,
graphic
was nice.
So they
Yeah, shout out to
literally
the
like,
graphic artist.
they don't have they got all those people, and that's what like made me kind of cringe about the show. Like y'all had all these people back there in the gorilla section that would come up that was a part of creative, but y'all biting off another company's idea of like all star women's got all star women 8 women tag, and you're putting money in for the winning team. But then you want to say you guys are the innovators of wrestling.
I mean, they ain't got no fucking idea if you still in that shit.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm saying that was the craziest part to me because like I get it. Like there are people out there going to be like they are so entrenched into the Kool Aid of WWE. They're so far gone they can't be saved. But come on, you gotta see where the pot is being burnt at.
I get it, but no, everybody.
Tribalism.
It's what you say, sis?
Tribalism.
Exactly.
I think it goes beyond tribalism. Man. I think it's beyond the tribalistic thing now, especially with this WWE Unreal shit. This is like Jim Jones cult level.
Yeah.
That's
Just thinking that too. They're like Jim
that's
Jones.
what it is.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
This is a
Kool-Aid.
cult. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, it is cult.
Kool-Aid.
Chris,
technically, I did make it to episode 6. Technically, because I fell asleep mid episode 5. And then I made it to the last
There's an episode 6? I thought it only stopped at 4.
No, there's only 5.
6. I don't know whichever one was the last one. So 5. So
Oh, you are delirious, right?
Bruh,
That's what watching the whole thing does to you.
I fell asleep to the whole thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because it was an hour and like 10 minutes that last episode. I was like, damn, this shit over?
No.
When I woke up by the end of it, they pretty much were trying to tell you, oh well, this is how it's supposed to go. So pretty much, if you have a complaint about Cody Rhodes, this wasn't supposed to be the end. This is just the continuation of the story. So I'm like, yo, like this really sounds cultish. Like y'all just trying to really just brainwash people to think a certain way of how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Oh no,
They did it like it's a season. They said it's a new season. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah,
No.
then they're like new season.
Listen, to be really honest with you, it seems like they never left their season from. It's like they never left WrestleMania. They never left Vegas because they're still fucking talking about the bullshit. We in fucking August, but bitch, fucking.
And they're going back to
is in
Vegas,
2
Chris.
months.
Remember, they're going back to Vegas again to fix the fuck up. That's what they're doing.
And you know what?
Which is wild.
Fix the fuck up. It's gone.
You know what,
They're
Chris?
going back for that money. They're going back for that money for sure.
It goes back to what a few people noticed
They're just trying to fix their wallet.
when the Bloodline first started.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why they changed the Bloodline's merchandise? Because what happened in the first 5 to 6 months, you couldn't tell what episode it was. Everything looked the same.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy J, they're like, what the hell? And this is what's gonna happen with WrestleMania next year. They're gonna they're gonna change the color scheme and everything, but it's gonna look the same. It was like, okay, which year was? Wait a minute, was this 2026, 2025? And freaking dumbasses, go right ahead, confuse your audience, stupid.
And that's why. And that's
Keep on,
why
stupid.
I don't have no. But okay. So Swift, I'm gonna give you one last thing to say, and then we're going to end the show because I am tired. Go ahead.
Okay.
Drink
Chris
some
been doing a
Gatorade.
lot of stuff all day.
Drink some Gatorade.
All day.
Eat a banana. You need potassium. That's what you need.
My MFT show up. My MFT.
Yes.
I know. My brain is on overload right now. I need to recover, bro.
Chris,
My favorite TikTok.
Say your prayers and eat your vitamins.
Yep.
No steroids over here. Not at all.
My favorite TikTok.
Shit. Anyway, go ahead, Swift.
DJ, I got a theory on it. Like, I got a theory on it. Them changing the colors consistently. If you look at it, have you ever seen the Super Bowl logos? How they used to determine who was going to win the Super Bowl?
Determined by the team, yeah.
That's some wild shit. That theory.
Yeah, it's a wild theory, but sometimes it comes out true, depending on who they're trying to push that year. But if you look into that, that's probably what they're trying to do with the same type of theory with WWE, or wherever color scheme is, depending on who's going to win. who's going to win the world championship or whatever titles at the time, depending on how they do the background. So that may be their way of trying to do like the NFL version of like we're going to give this color scheme to give the illusion of like this person's going to win the world championship. And they're not putting it past them. They probably will do some weirdo shit like that just to get the fans engagement. And knowing people like us, we're gonna see. You're gonna think it's fucking corny, but as long as you're talking about it, we're gonna keep pushing it.
Okay.
They
Well,
can
thank
keep
you
that.
so much. Right. Period. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Jody. Matter of fact, give Jody, my co-host, a follow. Everybody, follow everyone
follow me, guys.
Follow everyone on the panel. We will be back for the cookout tomorrow, right after Dynamite, and we'll talk more about SummerSlam. Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday.
I wish you would go on before, because I do have a topic you could talk about. Who's the most annoying from WWE Unreal?
I can't, because I don't get back home until 6 o'clock.
Bruce Pritchard was fucking annoying, and he's racist. So fuck
for me,
him and
Cody
Michael
Rhodes.
Hayes.
That fucking guy's getting so damn annoying.
Who?
Cody Rhodes.
That's why. Yeah,
my lord!
Listen, I told y'all.
The Bugaboo.
Y'all can. Y'all.
Look, we gotta have another day for that.
Look, I want someone to throw a dodgeball at him. Just throw a dodgeball at him.
You cannot
He's
be out
like
right now
Captain
because
America.
I'm about
I want to
to
punch him in his teeth.
That's
You
another
want to punch him in
topic
his
for
teeth,
another
right?
time.
To then, everybody, my name is Chris from the #Hills for Life Wrestling Podcast. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Remember to check your power level. Bye.